everyone from all around the globe. A blessed and empowering Sunday to everyone. And this is Maria Isa Sevilla coming live from New York, USA. And today I will be having my episode 16 for my live interview series of real people, real stories, real results. So without further ado, I would love to welcome my special guest, Miss Nebiat ATSGEBA. ATSGEBA, right?
ATSGEBA, you
All
said
right.
right. Hey everyone.
Hello. Thank you so much for for your time today. I know you get so busy. So to get this started, could you please introduce yourself, what you were doing before the business, or anything like where did you originally come from?
Sure. Thank you for having me, Maria. Thank you for having me. My name is Nebiat. I am originally from Ethiopia. Eritrea. Eritrea, which is East Africa. I live in U.S. Uh, Portland, Oregon State, and I been for 5 years almost in US now. And I am a wife, and I am digital business owner as well, of course. And yeah, this is me.
All right. What was your profession before the digital life?
Sure, I used to work for almost 5 years now since I came to US as a dispatch on medical transportation.
Okay.
So right now I'm not doing the same profession. I'm doing something else. But I used to work for almost 5 years as a medical dispatch.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Medical transportation
Oh,
dispatch.
okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you were from Iowa State.
I used to. No, I am from Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Where have
Okay.
you? Where are you right now? Anyway,
In
you live
In New York. In New
in
York.
New York. Okay,
In New
okay,
York.
not far.
Okay. Yes, it is. So let's get this started. So for my
Okay.
first question, what was your life challenges before becoming your own boss? Are you still working right now, or are you still
I
doing?
am. I am kind of change department, which is different, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working, and at the same time, I'm doing my digital business, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But the challenge that I have seen in, you mean that in my business or before I
Um,
get to the business?
Before I like encountering. I know you're
Sure.
still working.
Before, I would like to say this. Before, since I came to US,
Mm-hmm.
the point that I had was challenging about the time management. We used to live like, me and my husband. We haven't even at that time we seen each other more than maybe hours. That makes me scared. That makes me really scared. And of course, I used to live in London for some time as well, but
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of different lifestyle than US.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main challenge that I had. Like, oh, okay, you didn't see any meaning of life. Work,
So,
come home, running every single day, even the weekends. So that makes me scared, and that makes me like, oh, I have to do something. There
mm-hmm.
is more than this kind of life. There
Mm-hmm.
is something that we have to figure out. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
decided to do. And I start looking something different, which is, of course, this is something different that I found.
Uh-huh.
But the main challenge was time,
Time.
spending time with, of course, you need time for yourself, even though,
Yes.
for yourself. And you need time for your loved one,
Family.
which is
Yes. Yes.
your husband, your family, your back home. You don't even, that's impossible to plan to go back home right away.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I don't satisfy with going a month for a vacation. That's not enough. There is a lot more for life. That's the main challenge that I had before I started this business.
Yeah, I know. People will say, what's with time? I'm like, yeah, you can have a lot of money by working a lot of hours, but the thing is the time. For me, time is like gold. it
Exactly.
I also realized that, especially last year, I'm like, I have a lot of time now. This is like time freedom because I no longer work, and just having the time to spend with your loved ones without, thinking about working. It's I mean, I work part-time.
Exactly. I think that, I mean, the way that we grow up is quite different. And back home, of course, it's not the same. I mean, our family, even though they have big family, like nine, six, seven kids, but they still have time. They still have time for their kids. They still have time, the quality time that everybody deserve, you know. But when it comes to I mean, over here is kind of completely different. It's challenge for every single migrant, especially. So that's not okay for me. That's not okay at all. I mean, I have to have time, at least to myself first, and then to others. So
Um,
that's even though if you do have a decent job, if you do have enough money, if
mhm.
you do not have the time that I mean, that's not the meaning. I mean, you
The-
could have money, but if you don't have a time for your own self, I mean, for yourself, that's I don't see the meaning of having money with not time, which is no.
yes, that's
Hmm.
just that no.
Hmm.
I kind of understand that, really. I mean, time is really gold.
Right.
All right.
Especially Canada
And
and US,
US.
I think is similar lifestyle, same
Mhm.
lifestyle.
So, what were the major reasons why you decided to do business online? I mean, you can do the traditional brick and mortar business, but why try the online?
Yes, even though the way I grow up is I grow up in a business area, which
Oh,
is family business, traditional
a
business.
traditional.
Of course, when you come to be, I mean, in the US, it's quite hard to do the traditional way, because first of all, of course, you need more than you think. I mean, the money budget,
Mhm.
the budget is like number one. You couldn't afford it, even if you decided if even though if you do have that experience, you could. That's not easy to just make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
First, the budget. Second, even though the reality online is you can reach all over the world, right?
Yes.
If it's traditional, of course you will be
Stuck on one place.
and
That's it.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
So that's the big challenge to do the business. Even though if you everyone likes to be a boss of your own. I mean, to do a business is like the budget and of course the skill. It's not easy, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So I decided to do the online business, which is by the way, I researched for almost two years before I start this business. You know, finally, I decided to do it. I mean, first, when I see this ad, which is talks about this business
Uh-huh.
last end of 2019, which is almost 1 year, almost 2 years now, 1 year and a half since I started this business. The minute that I see the ad, I uh, I was very skeptical, of course, like everyone else.
Everyone else among us.
Skeptical is it's natural, by the way. It's very natural to be skeptical. It's very natural, but to decide it. I mean, to do your research, to know what is exactly going on. Who is Maria? What is she? I mean, when we advertise, most of the time we just guide
Yeah.
everyone to go to the information section, but everyone, most of like 90%, they don't
Trust.
go to the information section, you know.
Yeah.
So I go to the information section and I decided to even take my time, almost 2 months. It takes me 2 months before I pay 149.
Mm-hmm.
The minute that I decided the minute that I paid the 149, believe it or not, my husband told me that even though if it's a scam, oh, first just leave it. If not, just go ahead and spend that 149. And instead of just going every single day watching that information, but it takes me 2 months to
Mm-hmm.
know which one is which. I mean, to do my after all, the minute that I decided to join this business, I just start right away since I have the right information. So doing, I mean, being skeptical is okay, it's very natural, but being like not spending at least time to get in order to get the right information is like that's the wrong that's the wrong way to go. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did, and
Mhm.
I jumped on, which is I'm so glad that I did.
I know. There's a lot of skepticism when it comes to online business, digital business. But yeah, you heard Nebiat, she said she paid 149. And for those of you who doesn't know, if you happen to watch the complimentary webinar, and if you are really highly interested to get on board and start and change your life right now, you have the
Exactly.
option like to pay 149, which is refundable within
Refundable,
the
yes.
30 days. You will be able to have access to our like
The whole
inside.
thing.
You will
Exactly.
see more and you will learn more about digital business that we are talking about, and you will be the one who will decide if you are going to move forward. So that's how it is, guys. So you
Yes,
really have to invest. Every business have you have to invest time,
clearly,
effort,
of course.
money. Yeah, it's money. So let's face it, it's the truth. So every time that but the thing is you really have to do it by the process. Watch the free webinar and see it for yourself, because it's so hard for us to tell you what the 90-minute workshop tells, because 90 minutes is actually not enough. Like Nebiat said,
Not enough,
she
exactly.
took 2 months to decide.
Took 2 months to decide it, which is to
See?
do the right thing, to
Yeah,
have the right information.
yeah.
Not if we do have live 90 minutes a day, which is 2 hours a week, I
Mhm.
can just follow this instruction, I mean this information every week for 2 months. That means like, oh, okay, I can just tell the reality or the commitment or that, I mean, the way that I heard, the way that I see makes me like, oh, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I've been searching for 2 years, believe or not, since I came to US. I just started. So finally I decided to join. The minute that I joined, I haven't even wasted any single minute right away. I'm not the same person that I am right now, but oh, okay, I have to go and do this in order to have freedom for my future.
I know. I forget to ask, what is your husband doing? I mean, what is his job?
Oh, my husband do. I mean, he used to work. We just moved to. By the way, we used to live in
No.
Seafold, South Dakota, different state, and
Okay.
we just moved last year, December. Been 7 months now over here.
Oh.
So he used to work in a CNA, and right now he is working in a foster home. He's
Oh.
doing a foster home.
Oh, now I understand the time that you are spending, less time because he's in the medical field and you are in the transportation.
Exactly.
So
No
I
way.
know now, I get it. I'm like trying to tie, and I'm like, what is his husband, her husband's
I
job that
know.
they can't see each other? I now
I know.
understand. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. So now the third question would be, what is the greatest impact of this digital business in your life?
Wow, this looks like okay.
Every time I try this question, my guess will be, wow. It's not just
Exactly,
one.
a lot. Like I said, I'm not the same person that I am right now. By the way, I mean, the one question that I asked at the beginning when I decided to join to this business, I just text my mentor, which is that I see the ad. Do I have to be a media person? Do I have to make this kind of, which is I'm not that kind of person. No, you don't have to. That's what I should say. I mean, like, okay, I'm not the same person that I am right now. Self-development. I do change a lot on myself. And
Person
of course, I feel like I am just building my future. I
empower.
am just clearly can see the future that I'm gonna go right now,
Mhm.
the future that I'm going right now. The networks, the communication skills.
Yeah.
Uh, I didn't know you though, you see.
No.
How do I know right now? This is
We
the opportunity that we got. I mean, you know,
through
it's
this
a
business.
lot. It's really a lot. I do change myself by the whole circle. I mean, even though income is, of course, you know, it's just obvious. I couldn't say it on public if I don't get it. I mean, you know, you're my witness, or I am your witness, or you know, it's just a lot in my life. I change the way I think, the way I discipline myself, the way I, you know, I figure out the challenges I get in even though in this business, it's not, you know, when we say that online is just online, it doesn't mean like we don't do anything. We do a lot. We sacrifice a lot in order to get your
Results.
freedom, you know. So of course I used to work 12 hours a day. That means like in order to get the income, I stand 12 hour. I used to do that.
Mhm.
That means like, of course, end of the day I will get the check, period. I don't even see my future. But that challenge, that 12-hour challenge, I I feel like I have to do it. Why not in my own business? So
Mhm.
there is a lot to do. There is a lot to learn. There is I I change myself. I am not the same person that I am right now.
For the better.
Exactly.
For the better.
For
Yeah.
the better, yes.
Yeah, so I know what you get. There's a lot
Uh-huh.
of things. The greatest impact is not just one, guys. Really, personally, and sometimes really financially just comes at the bottom because the gain, personal gain, like the way your
Me too.
mindset works, it's entirely different from the way you were before. Before we have known the business, so
Exactly.
it's she can't even say it.
I can't even explain it.
She can't even explain it how awesome
That's
her
very
life
true.
is now. The freedom she's getting. Oh my
You
goodness.
can see from my face, maybe my expression.
All right. So so you're from Africa.
I am from East Africa, yes.
Would you mind using your native language if you're still,
Oh, of course, yes.
and then tell them about the business that this is real
Yes.
and blah blah, and maybe you
Oh,
can
yeah,
invite.
I can say that. Yes.
All right.
ሰላም ማይ ስመይ ነቢያት እዩ ነቢያት ኣፅገባ በሃል ኦፍ ኮርስ ኣነ ካብ ኤርትራዊት ኮይነ ኣብ ለንደን ኣብ ሚን ኣብ ፖርትላንድ ኦሬገን እየ ድቕመጥ ዘለኹ ከም ዲጂታል እዚ ዲጂታል ቢዝነስ ከም ኩሉ ግዜ ከም ንዛረቦ ማለት እዩ ሓንቲ ስፔሲፊክ ፖይንት እየ ክቕምጥ ዝደሊ ንሳ እንታይ እያ ኩሉ ግዜ ክንዛረብ ከለና ኦንላይን ቢዝነስ እዩ ኩሉ ሰብ ይጅምር ማለት ኣይኮነን ወይ ንኩሉ ሰብ ይኸውን ማለት ኣይኮነን እንታይ ደኣ ናብቲ ራይድ ዝኾነ ኢንፎርሜሽን ሴክሽን ከድኩም ግን ነቲ ዘሎ ንዓኻ ድኸውን ንመን እዩ እንታይ እዩ ድብል ሕቶ መታን ክምለሰልኩም ከድኩም ኣብኡ ኢንቨስት ክትገብሩ ታይምኩም ኢንፎርሜሽን ክሕልፍ ዝደሊ ማለት እዩ so thank you for watching again at the same time.
All right.
All
That's our
right.
website.
Oh, all right. I appreciate
So
that.
so
Thank
you
you.
you can log in with our website either or. We are happy to help you get started, but the decision to take action is yours. So www.mariaisasevilla.com and www.nebiat@sgibad.com.
Outcome, yes.
Yeah, so guys, you can watch it right now, but it's gonna be the replay. But
Mhm.
if you wanna watch it live, the free webinar, you can watch it every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and in your place, it would be
Mhm.
what time is it?
In my place, it will be 8 PST. I mean, 7, 6 PST.
6 PST. So guys, I know I said she's from Iowa State. I didn't know she moved. So that's
I know
just
I
the beauty
did.
of this
Actually, I did.
business.
Recently, I did. I know.
So no, because I just saw it in your page and I was like,
I haven't even
she's
changed
from
my
Iowa,
code.
and then I
You're right.
checked in this morning. She's from that state. So I
Exactly.
apologize, guys, but she's
No
now in. You heard her. She just moved 7 months ago. So I would just like to say hi to those who are watching right now.
All right.
Aidenis Alimo, she's watching. Hey girls, watching from Canada. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Liz Kamering Reduta. Hello, I said Nebiat, watching from Winnipeg, Canada. So there you go, guys. Thank you so
All
much
right.
for tuning in. And again, Miss Nebiat, thank you so much for
Appreciate me.
sharing a little bit about your journey and for your time.
Thank
So
you
there
so
you
much for having me.
Yes, it's an honor. It's an honor, really. So there you go, guys. I'll see you again next week, and hopefully it's a Thursday. And God bless you all.
Thank you. Amen. Bye bye, Dali.